Good morning, friends. I give a couple minutes for you to jump on, and then we'll get started. Drinking my coffee. Good morning. Hi. We'll get started in just a few minutes. Good morning. Good morning, Norma. Thanks for joining me online this morning. Good morning, Lark. Good to see you. We got about 2 more minutes and then we'll get started. Thank you for being here this morning. So I'm standing here with my coffee. It's a necessity in the morning. I feel like I'm terrible at this already. But first time, right? It's all good. I guess I'll get used to it. That's excellent. Coffee and learning, right? It's okay, Norma. You're an old pro. It's all good. Thanks, Suzanne. Yeah, the beginnings of something new, right? Supposed to be able to do this pretty easily, but we'll see. Hopefully my feed will be good. All right, 9 o'clock, let's go. I'm gonna work on the sound a little bit too. This won't be the sound over time. I've got a microphone that someone has recommended so that it's easier to hear me. We're gonna start on our back today. So go ahead and lay down. One of the things about Pilates is being able to feel your internal muscles in your core. And so much of Pilates is core based, and we want everything want you to be able to be aware of all the muscles in your core. So we're going to start with something called the pelvic tilt. So you can take your hands and place them in a triangle shape, fingertips toward the pubic bone, thumbs across the belly button. Take an inhale, and on your exhale, tilt your tailbone down to the floor. So rock your pelvis forward, create a small space underneath your back, and push down on the back of your pelvis. This is our 6 o'clock position. I'm going to focus on pushing down here. It helps to open the sciatic joint. So take another inhale. In through the nose, out through the mouth, and pull your belly button all the way down to the mat. This is called imprinted spine or 12 o'clock. You'll notice that the tailbone rocks up slightly. Don't push into your feet though. Try to keep your feet nice and relaxed and try not to use your legs to create this tilt upward in your pelvis. Take another inhale. Exhale, tilt your tailbone down. 6 o'clock position. And then inhale. And exhale, 12 o'clock position. So just rocking gently back and forth, feeling all those internal muscles. Inhale. Exhale to 6 o'clock. Excuse me. Inhale. And exhale to 12 o'clock. Just gently rocking the pelvis. Inhale. Exhale to 6 o'clock. Tilting the tailbone down, creating a small arch in your low back. Inhale. And exhale, 12 o'clock. Inhale. Exhale, 6 o'clock. Inhale. Exhale, 12 o'clock. You'll notice that I'm using something called audible breath, which means you're going to make a sound as you exhale. You can either be a shushing or a ha, but you want to have something audible because you want to really connect to the breath. Exhale to 6. Inhale. Exhale to 12. And then come back to somewhere kind of in the middle. So you're going to go into the middle, which is neutral spine, somewhere between 6 and 12. Then you're going to take your first 2 fingers, your peace fingers, and take them and touch the top of the hip bone on either side of your pelvis. Walk your fingers in 2 fingers so that you're just in front of those hip bones, inside of those hip bones on either side. You're going to push your right hip down towards the floor, but think about not moving your knees. So pushing the right hip down. This is going to end up being your 9 o'clock position on the right side. And then piston the hips like a piston. Push the left hip down. And again, try not to move the knees. So pistoning the hips from side to side. Piston the right hip down. Using your audible exhale. Inhale. And piston the left hip down. Inhale. Exhale, piston the right hip down. Inhale. Exhale, piston the left hip down. Inhale. Exhale, piston the right hip down. Inhale. Exhale, piston the left hip down. Inhale. Exhale, piston the right hip down. Inhale. And exhale, piston the left hip down. And again, come back to neutral spine, somewhere right in the middle. It's important to know where your neutral is. So you want to make sure that you're still feeling connected in your whole core. And when you're using your core muscles, that you're thinking about spreading from the middle of your back and wrapping all the way around to the front like a corset. So spreading from the middle of the back and wrapping to the front. And so now you should be fairly connected. And we're going to go around the clock. So you're going to start, you can bring your hands back into your triangle and stay with your triangle shape. Point the fingers toward the pubic bone, thumbs across the belly button. Take your inhale and exhale, pull your belly button down for 12 o'clock. Tilting the tailbone slightly up without pressing into your feet. Then inhale. And you're going to go to that left hip position. That's going to be 3 o'clock. So you're going to rock the pelvis just a little bit to the left, pushing that left hip down towards your floor. Then take another inhale. Exhale, tilting the tailbone down, creating that small arch in your low back. Inhale. Exhale, tilt your right hip down. Inhale. And exhale, belly button down and center. This is your pelvic clock. Inhale. Exhale to your left hip, 3 o'clock. Inhale. Exhale, 6 o'clock. Inhale. Exhale, 9 o'clock. Inhale. 12 o'clock. Good. Now let's go back around the other direction. Inhale. Exhale, 9 o'clock. To your right hip. Inhale. Exhale, 6 o'clock. Inhale. Exhale, 3 o'clock. Inhale. Exhale, 12 o'clock. Go again, counterclockwise. Inhale. Exhale, 9 o'clock. Inhale. Exhale, 6 o'clock. Inhale. Exhale, 3 o'clock. Inhale. And exhale, 12 o'clock. And then come back to neutral spine and rest. Hopefully you feel like there's an awareness that's building within your core muscles. And I'm sorry about all the banging coming from upstairs. I'm not sure what's going on up there, but there's a lot of banging going on upstairs. I think it's a small child in the office. All right, so once you're feeling that awareness in your core, you want to feel like you're kind of connected to all of it. So we're going to start into our next series, which is just a chin tuck. It's very, very subtle, but it's going to give you length in the back of your neck. So you're going to inhale, draw your chin towards your chest, pulling the chin down, lengthening the back of the neck. And then exhale, just release gently. Now reverse the breath. So inhale, exhale, chin to your chest, lengthen the back of your neck. Inhale, and exhale, release. Inhale, exhale, bring your chin towards your chest, lengthen the back of the neck. Inhale, and exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale, chin towards your chest. Inhale. And exhale, lengthen. Good. Now we're going to take it into what's called scapular press. So a lot of the Pilates material is done with the shoulder blades drawing down your back, creating more of a sense of connection in the muscles in your back. And it's really important to feel that connection, but also to release the muscles between the shoulder blades. It's good to kind of feel like you're connected to those muscles in your back and to allow yourself to be more aware of where your shoulders are resting. A lot of times we feel like there's a lot of tension in the upper back and neck because we spend so much time texting or on our computers. And what we want to do is find release in those muscles. So you're going to think about those shoulder blades kind of drawing down your back. And as you draw them down, we're going to press them into the mat or into the floor You can use a little bit thicker mat here on the floor. If you have just a yoga mat, you can put a blanket underneath it so that you're feeling like you're a little bit more cushioned. Sometimes that helps with Pilates. You want to really stay connected to how your body feels against the floor. So in your scapular press, you want to feel those shoulder blades slide down your back and press into the mat. What you want to avoid, though, is for the ribs to kind of flare upward. So you're going to take your hands and place them on your rib cage, just below your chest. Take an inhale, feel your ribs melting towards each other, and you might even lace your fingers together in that feeling so that you feel like they're drawing down and inwards, so that when you go to press the shoulder blades down, you're not going into a flare of the rib cage. So you're going to take an inhale. On your exhale, feel those ribs melting towards each other, then push the shoulder blades down into the floor. Shh. You'll notice that the top of the shoulder presses down and that the ribs and the shoulder blades slide down towards your hips. Take another inhale and release. Exhale. Shh. Inhale. Exhale, roll the shoulder heads down and back. Try not to let the ribs pop open and flare. Keep the connection between them. Shh. Inhale. And exhale, release. Let them roll back up if they're peeling away from the mat a little bit. Shh. Inhale. Exhale, draw those shoulder blades down and press into the mat. Shh. Inhale. Exhale, release. You may notice that the muscles in your back start to tense. That's okay. We're going to stretch it out here in a minute. Take an inhale. Exhale, press those shoulders down and in. Inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale, press down and in. Inhale. Exhale, release. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, press down and in. Inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale, press down and in. Slide those shoulder blades down. Feel the connection reaching into the floor. And release. Good. Bring your knees towards your chest. Grab hold of the back of the thighs. Give them a good squeeze inward. Rotate your ankles, wiggle your toes. And then place your feet back on the floor. Next position we're going to work on coming into is our Pilates 100. This starts to engage the front body core muscles, but you want to think about still wrapping all the way around from the middle of your back around to the front, that corset feeling. You're going to imprint your spine into the floor, which was our 12 o'clock position where we started. Take your hands alongside your hips. Take an inhale. You're going to think about lifting from between those shoulder blades. So you're going to exhale, peel your head away from the floor. Begin to reach your fingers towards your heels. Lift your hands just a little bit. Pull your belly button down and in. Take an inhale. And then exhale, slowly release back down. Shh. Pilates is about control. So you want to make sure that you're feeling like you're connecting to all those muscles, that you're moving slowly, that you're controlled. It's not to say that we don't move quickly sometimes, but when we're connecting to those deep core muscles, we want to feel all of them. So you're going to move in a slow pattern. Take an inhale. Exhale, pull the belly button down and in. Peel the head away from the floor. Reach those fingertips towards your heels. This is our Pilates 100 prep position. Take another inhale. And exhale, slowly roll back down. Shh. So you're working on not only connecting with the core, but also finding articulation in your spine. When you articulate your spine and you move through each of the vertebrae, they get healthier as they stretch and as they move and as they snake. And so you're working on creating what's called a C curve in your back. So even if you're only lifting maybe this much off the floor, as you move into this position, it's going to get better as you start to lengthen, pulling that belly button in, gaining more core strength, and then starting to roll back down. You're going to get more mobility in your spine. Take another inhale. Exhale, Pilates prep position. Think about creating a little space under your chin, like you're holding a delicate egg underneath that chin. You don't want to crush your chin into the chest. You just want to feel a little space. So you're still keeping length in the back of your neck. It's getting harder as you're holding for longer. Take an inhale and exhale as you roll back down. Shh. Inhale. Exhale, Pilates prep position. Shh. Pull the fingertips towards your heels. Draw the belly button down and in. Press your spine into the floor. Feel that connection to your core. Take an inhale. And exhale, roll back down. Shh. One more. Inhale. Exhale, peeling away from the floor. Pull the fingertips forward. Pulling out of your core by reaching those fingertips towards your heels. Inhale. And exhale, roll back down. Shh. If your neck is feeling a lot of tension here, that's normal. So take a moment just to roll the head side to side. It's going to get stronger the longer you go. And honestly, as you move into it, the more you get into this vertical position, the less strain it puts on the neck. If you find that you're only lifting your head a couple of inches off the floor right now, it's going to feel much harder in the neck muscles. So as you get more and more mobility, it will be less strain in the back of the neck as you move into this position. Take a moment again just to roll the head side to side, releasing your neck. Bring your knees into your chest. Again, give them a good squeeze. Draw from either behind the knees or the top of the knees. Squeeze them in nice and tight. And then take a little rock side to side in the hips just to release your low back. Excuse me. Good. Place your feet back down on the floor. So we're coming into what's called the tabletop position. And when you create your tabletop, there's a few things you want to keep checking in with. You want to make sure that your knee is stacked directly over the hip socket. It's going to create the most engagement from the front of your knee up through the middle of your core. And then you want to make sure that your toes and your heel are in line with your knee. So a lot of times what happens is you start to bring the right leg up towards your middle. You're going to press your spine into the floor. Anytime your legs are away from the floor, you want to imprint the spine. And you want to think about that knee stacking directly over the hip and then the heel being in line with the knee. So if you look down to the side when you're checking this position, a lot of times what happens initially is the knee comes back and it's a little bit closer to you than the hip socket, which disengages this chain, and you want to stay directly stacked, or the leg ends up in the air a little higher than the knee joint and you want to pull it down. Make sure it stays in line with the knee joint, creates a little more tension in the leg, and it makes everything nice and tight in the position. So finding that good tabletop position, take a moment just to check in with that right leg. Hold it in your tabletop, and then go toe ball heel, rolling it down through the floor. So you're working the feet as well, not just placing the foot back down. And then pull that belly button down and in, stay connected to your imprint in the spine, and then bring your left knee up into that tabletop again. Check in with it. You might look to the side, make sure the heel is in line with the knee is in line with the hip. Take a moment just to feel what that feels like. And the more you do this, the more muscle memory you create in this position. And you'll start to really connect to where it should be. Sometimes your feet will cramp, like that one's trying to do on me right now. And from being pointed, if you're not used to pointing your feet. And then you again roll down, toe ball heel. Cramping happens to everybody at some point. Take another inhale. And then exhale again, bring that right knee up. Try to stay relaxed in your shoulders, pushing the belly button down and in, pulling that leg into your tabletop. Hold it right there. Stay connected to it. Take another inhale. And exhale, set it down, toe ball heel. Take an inhale. Exhale, left knee into tabletop. Inhale. Exhale. Holding your tabletop. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale, toe ball heel. Good. Take another inhale. Exhale, connect to that belly button again. Exhale, bring up that right knee to tabletop. So now we're going to bring up the left knee, and you really want to make sure you're connected in your core. You're going to stay nice and anchored in that hip and those hip bones. Take another inhale, use the core muscles, and exhale, bring up your left knee into tabletop. Now, if you squeeze your knees and ankles together here, you're going to feel that connection squeezing into center. Sometimes your calf maybe wants to cramp, like mine just tried to do. Take another inhale. Exhale, keep squeezing your knees and ankles in that tabletop. Keep pulling your belly button down and in. Shh. Inhale. Exhale, place that right foot back down to the mat. Inhale. Exhale, left foot down to the mat. You're doing great. Hang in there. Pilates can be deceptively hard. Take an inhale. Exhale, left knee up to tabletop. Inhale. Exhale, right knee up to tabletop. Squeeze those knees and ankles together. Point your toes. Come into that connection. Pull your belly button down. Stay connected to your ribs. Take your hands on your rib cage if you feel like they're flaring outward. Keep pushing down and in so your spine stays connected to the mat. Take another inhale. Exhale, set that right leg down. Sorry, that was my left. Inhale. Exhale, set the right leg down. Good. Let's do that lift to tabletop again. This is prep for toe taps. Inhale. Exhale, pick up the right knee. Inhale. Exhale, pick up the left knee. Squeeze the knees and ankles together. Point your toes. Feel the connection from the knees to the rib cage. Keep breathing. Don't forget to breathe. Shh. One of the key principles of Pilates is breath. Shh. On your next exhale, set your right foot down, toe ball heel. Shh. Inhale. Exhale, left foot, toe ball heel. Shh. Inhale, last set of prep for toe taps. Exhale, left leg coming up to tabletop. Shh. Inhale. Exhale, right leg coming up for tabletop. Squeeze those knees and ankles together. Point your toes. Breathe. Shh. Set your left foot down on your exhale. Inhale. Exhale, right foot toe ball heel and rest. Windshield wipe your knees side to side. Release your belly for a moment. If you have low back pain, this is such a good exercise. All of Pilates is such good exercise to help you, number one, stretch it out in some of the movements that we do, and number two, be in a space where the core is so connected, it's supporting your back. I talk about this in my yoga class, how your spine is the only skeletal structure that's between the lower half of your body and your upper half of your body. And so a lot of times if the muscles are weak around your core, which is very common, you compress the vertebra in your spine and everything squishes downward due to gravity. Gravity is just, it works and it's natural. So it's one of those things that if you can keep strengthening the muscles around your core, it will help you with your back pain. All right, coming back into your tabletop position, and also you're fully supported when you're on the floor, which is also very helpful. And I mean, how often do you get on the floor? That's one of the big things is, you know, you can lay in your bed, but it's curvy and it's squishy, and being on the floor may be uncomfortable to you initially, but it will get better. Your bones will get used to the pressure against the floor, and your body will get used to being in a supported position with the support coming from underneath you. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is toe taps. So you're going to take an inhale. You're going to exhale and bring your right leg up to tabletop. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring your left leg up to tabletop. And you may notice it's harder to hold the legs apart in this position than it is to hold them together. So you want to feel like you're connected to those core muscles in your belly, on the top of your thighs. Everything is connected together so that you can move the leg, and you want to stay in this 90-degree angle in your knee. So when you go to tap your toes to the floor, one of the common things that happen is the heel gets closer to the glute. And what you want to do is you want to stay in this same shape. So you're going to think about reaching away from you so the leg stays in that 90-degree angle, and then bring it back up to your tabletop. So reaching the toes down to the floor in the same shape, and then exhale, sliding the leg back up. Inhale, touch the toes down. Exhale, pull the knee back up. Inhale, touch the left toes down. Exhale, pull back up. And you can tap like hot potato or the floor is lava. Tap quick, and then use the quick fire muscles to pull those toes back up quickly. Exhale, Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Remember, don't shorten the space between the heel and the glute. Exhale, my calf wants to cramp again. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more set. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good. Bring those knees all the way into the chest. You may notice that the hip flexors are getting kind of tight here. So go take a moment just to stretch the legs all the way out. Take the arms overhead. Reach from fingers to toes. And the things we've been doing are basically like beginners type Pilates moves. Of course, we build on these and they get harder and harder and harder. And we want to make sure that we've got a really good foundation when we start so that we really feel like we're connected to the core. If you happen to be sore tomorrow, which you might be if you've been doing these exercises with me, Epsom salts are going to be your friend. So get in that bath with your Epsom salts and take care of yourself. Do some stretching and try to alleviate some of the soreness in your core. Okay. So now we're going to go into one of the most classic Pilates moves, which is called the 100. And so we did the prep, like we reached forward and we found that kind of connection to the core from the top side of the body. And then we found the connection to the core from the lower side of the body in our tabletop. So just remember that when you're moving into that tabletop again, you're going to take your time with it. Take an inhale. Exhale, lift your right knee up to tabletop. Inhale. Exhale, lift your left knee, and then squeeze those knees and ankles together again. So we're coming back into that squeezed position with where we're really connected through our legs in our tabletop. Take your hands alongside your hips. Take an inhale, connect that belly button. Make sure everything is pulling down and in, wrapping around from the back, feeling that core connection. And exhale, lift your head, neck, chest, and shoulders away from the floor. So now you're in your Pilates 100 position. This is one of the most classic positions, and this is the beginner part of the series. So we're working in the first position today. Maybe we'll do the next one next time I get on live with you. And then you're going to pump the arms. Go from about mid-thigh down to your hips, up and down, and you're going to try to use the whole arm from the shoulder so that you're pumping up and down, reaching your fingertips forward. You're going to breathe in for 5 and out for 5. Shh, 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 shh. And in for 5 and out for 5. Shh, 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 shh. In for 5 and out for 5. Shh, shh, shh. And in for 5 and out for 5. Shh, 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 shh. And in for 5 and out for 5. Shh, 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 shh. We're on number 6 of our 100 series. Shh, 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 shh. And 7. Shh, 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 shh. And 8. Shh, 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 shh. And 9. Shh, 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 shh. And relax. So you say, why didn't we do 10? And I see this all the time, but if you do 9, you're doing 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, right? So it goes up to 100. So you're good. So you've just done the 100. And the 100 is, like I said, one of the most classic moves and most recognizable moves of the Pilates series. Works your core. Notice, you might have noticed the arms worked a little bit. The knees are squeezing together, so you're working the inner thighs, pulling everything in for that movement, and staying really connected to it. All right. So the next movement that we're going to do is one of my favorites. It's called rolling like a ball. So you're going to rock yourself up to a seated position. Yay! All right. So one of the challenges with this particular movement is that if you don't already have a lot of articulation in your back, you're going to feel like you're going to go flat backwards. But what you want to make sure that you always keep your head tucked in so that you can round. So you're going to feel like you stay nice and curved and never flatten out. That way you won't hit the back of your head. It's really important to stay in that curved, round position. Maybe you just start with a little bit of rocking. So you're going to take your hands behind your knees. You're just going to roll back a little bit and then roll back up. And what you'll notice is that if your core is not very strong yet, and I say yet, if your core is not very strong yet, you may notice that you're trying to use your legs to help pull you back up. And that's okay initially, because what you want to do is keep the knees as close to you as you can and keep the heels as close to you as you can so that you're really focused on using those core muscles in your roll. So you're going to chin to chest, roll, round your shoulders forward, pull your belly button in, curve your tailbone under, and then roll back to your shoulder blades, roll back up, and find your balance with your toes just up off the floor. Roll back to your shoulder blades, and roll back up, and keep your balance. So you're using your core. You're inhaling as you roll back, exhale, shh, roll back up. It's also a spinal massage if you stay nice and round. Inhale, shoulder blades, exhale, roll back up. So you don't even have to touch the back of your head to the mat as long as you keep that chin to your chest. Inhale, exhale, shh. Inhale, Exhale. If you want to know if you're a little more advanced in your Pilates practice and you want to go to the next step, you're going to grab either the ankles or the bottoms of your feet, and you're going to roll back. And again, roll forward and roll back. And use your core to roll you back up, rolling back, rolling up. So this would be intermediate. Finding that balance. By grabbing hold of the ankles or the soles of the feet, it keeps you from extending those legs and using your legs to help you come back up. Take just 2 or 3 more. And rest. Stretch your legs out long in front of you. Sit up nice and tall. If you find that it's hard to sit with the legs closed, you can open them out just a little bit wider. And then take an inhale, reach your arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, hinge forward, reach out, grab your shins, your ankles, your toes. Take a moment just to breathe into your stretch. Good. We're going to roll down to the floor. If you find it hard to roll back down to your mat, you want to make sure that you're feeling extended, and you may bring your feet flat on the floor. It might help you roll down a little easier. If you feel like you can keep the extension, go ahead and pull your toes back really hard so that you really feel connected to your feet, and you're drawing those toes back. It's going to help you contract the muscles in the tops of your thighs and help hold you anchored to your mat. So reach your fingertips forward, take an inhale. Pretend someone is pulling you from your belly button. So like they're pulling you back from the middle of your belly button. You're gonna start to roll down. See how slow you can go, placing each vertebra down one at a time. When you get to the upper body, it might flop down. That's okay. You'll gain control over time. So with roll-ups, which is our next exercise, there's 3 options. The beginner version of this, so the goal is to keep from launching yourself up off the mat, because when you do that, you use those muscles in the top of your belly called the rectus abdominis muscles, and we want to keep access to the deep transverse abdominis, so the deep muscle layers. So we don't want to just use those muscles in the top of the belly. Now, if you're doing a lot of crunches, you're using those muscles. Everybody loves a 6-pack. Great, 8-pack, whatever you have. But we want to make sure that we're really keeping access to those deep muscles as well, not just using the muscles on the surface. So the first method of coming up in your roll up is to take your hands behind your knees. And you're going to take your hands behind your knees because you're going to use the pressure of your legs to help you roll up. So you're going to take your inhale. Bring your nose up towards your knees. Begin to push your feet down to the floor. Keep pushing down, pushing down. Think about those knees pushing down, pushing down, pushing down. And then stretch the legs out. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale, draw your arms up. Exhale, hinge forward. Reach out, reach for your toes. Take a deep breath here. Inhale. Exhale and roll back down. Nice and slow. Placing each vertebra down to the mat. Good. So we start with the hands straight up to the ceiling, not overhead. Because when you're overhead, the tendency is to want to, again, pull yourself up really quickly. We're not looking for that. We're looking for the arms to reach up straight overhead so that you feel like you're connected to moving upward and forward. So again, with the beginning version of this exercise, fingertips behind the knees. Take an inhale. On your exhale, push the feet down, chin to the chest, rolling slowly up. Extend the legs. Reach all the way up. Inhale. Exhale, hinge forward, reaching out. Breathe in your stretch. Reach forward. Take another inhale. On your exhale, slowly roll down. Reach for the sky. Inhale. Bring your knees to your chest. Hands behind the knees. Exhale, chin to chest. Push the legs down. Keep pushing down till you roll up. Reach the arms up. Exhale, hinge forward. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, roll down really slow, 1 vertebra at a time. Think about placing each vertebra down to the mat, nice and slow. Inhale, arms up. Bring the knees to the chest. Exhale, push the feet down. Draw your chin to your chest. Push the knees down. Roll up. Stretch it out. Inhale. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale. Reach for the wall and exhale, roll down. Last time rolling up. Inhale, knees to chest. Exhale, hands behind the knees, chin to your chest. Push down. Push, 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 push. Inhale, sit all the way up. Exhale, hinge forward, reaching out. Last time rolling down. Inhale. Exhale, roll down. Good. Bring those knees into the chest. Give them a good squeeze. Rotate your ankles. Wiggle your toes. Hold on to your right knee. Stretch your left leg all the way down. At the end of class, we like to stretch just a little bit. Stretch your right leg up to the sky. Take the hands behind the thigh or up higher. Point and flex your right foot. Take that leg out to the side a little bit, just a little bit, not way out, just a little bit towards your armpit. Rotate the ankle. Bend your knee, take the leg across the body, open out that right arm. Bring that right ankle across the left knee into your figure 4. Grab the thigh or the knee beyond. And then holding onto your left knee, stretch your right leg down to the mat. Stretch that left leg up to the sky. Grab the hamstring or work your way up the leg. Point and flex your left foot. Take the leg slightly out to the side and rotate the ankle. And reverse. Bend that left knee, take it across the body and open out the left arm into the stretch. Into the twist. Come onto your back, bring that left ankle across your right knee. Grab hold of the thigh or the knee beyond. Figure 4. Bring then both knees together, give them another good squeeze. Rock yourself up to a seated position. Take the hands around behind you, lace your fingers. Draw the arms back, open your chest. Give yourself a big bear hug. Take the arms behind you one more time. Reach back, open your chest. Give yourself another big bear hug. Give yourself a pat on the back. Nice work today. Thanks everybody for joining me. Your stars are greatly appreciated. I'm going to be teaching a class in person and online Thursday mornings at 9 o'clock, coming at you from live at Evolve Movement Studio starting in the new year. I hope you'll join me then. Bye. Have a good holiday.